Woody's Boneheads of the Day.
We start this morning in upstate New York, where now a former upstate New York cop and dare officer. Yes, the dude was a dare officer. That's what makes this story so stupid. Dude admitted to selling drugs while on duty, okay? Former Geneva police officer Michael Tapscott pleaded guilty in Ontario County, New York court to 40 related drug charges. Under a plea deal, he'll serve 16 weekends in jail and 5 years of probation.
Mr. Tapscott's phone, myriad of evidence and information, one of the largest forensic downloads that the investigators had ever seen. Like, tons of evidence on there.
Dude was a 13-year member of the Geneva Police Department. Remember taking our kids to Chuck E. Cheese or some similar type joint where they had a bunch of those big, dumb, plastic or acrylic arcade machines in those giant glass boxes like the claw machine? And the frustration that the damn thing never was able to claw what you want is just crazy frustrating for us parents. But for little kids, it's sometimes a temptation that they can't keep themselves from crawling into.
I looked away for, I would say, maybe 15 seconds. They were just like, "Cooper, your son is in the claw machine."
And he did. 3-year-old Patrick Campbell, retrieved within a few minutes by Webster Groves, Missouri fire personnel. But it's the second time they've been called back there. Those little kids, they can't figure out why that claw won't pick it up, so they get in there and help it. And personally, I'm not generally a fan of new laws, but in this case, I think a new law aboard airlines, apparently etiquette expert Jacqueline Whitmore agrees that there ought to be one, that you just can't play your dang speakerphone loud.
It is about time. I think that we need to pack our manners whenever we go on an airplane, whenever we travel, and the violators of this, ironically, are parents who don't put earbuds in their children's ear or headsets. So I see it all the time when I fly.
Now, I don't know what the punishment would be if you didn't do that. Personally, I just put my feet firmly under their seat and kick them in the butt. Let me ask you, how many clocks do you have in your house? And how many were an hour off this morning? Is your car clock an automatic resetting clock? I think most of them are by now, unless your car is old. But daylight saving time was so difficult for my dad, my late dad. He, honest to goodness, would not reset his own watch for 6 months. He'd just say, screw it. I can do this in my head. Some people are actually like that. Now, for the first time, Saturday night, before I went to bed, we reset all of our clocks. I've never done that, I don't think, in my life. And I realized this morning that the problem is not so much being an hour off, it's that we have 3 clocks in our kitchen. We have a coffee pot clock, an oven clock, and a microwave clock. And I don't know which one is slow, which one. I think the coffee pot is fast. It's darn near impossible to get all 3 of them synced up to the same minute. But I want to know what happened to the legislation they were trying to pass to just keep daylight saving time year-round. So I actually looked it up. The Sunshine Protection Act was actually a Senate bill that passed by unanimous consent, although several senators stated later they would have actually objected had they known that it could pass. But it still hasn't obviously been enacted into law. The question is, will it ever be? 64% of Americans want to stop shifting the clocks twice a year. Only 16% actually want to keep doing what we're doing. And with politicians wetting their finger and letting the polls decide how they act more and more, why aren't they paying attention?